What's up, YouTube? Long time no see, I know. Been a bit busy. Working actually out here, in the garage. That's my. Well, that's where the beast should be sitting, and it's out front right now. So, in case you ever wondered if I actually had a garage, why I call this channel the Garage, it's because it's my garage. This is where I do my finest work with wrench in hand. Okay, so being that it's been a while since I've seen you guys, since you guys have seen anything new from me, I thought I'd throw this at you. I don't know if anybody noticed yesterday, Japan had another 7.2 earthquake, and I guess they're all boo-hooing over the 22,000 dead in that quake. It's such a horrible natural disaster, right? Wrong. I don't buy that for one bleeping minute. You want to know? Here's what I think. Okay, and I want to throw this out there to you, and I want to see what y'all think of this. In the spirit of 9/11 was an inside job, I believe that the earthquake tsunami that struck Japan was by no means an accident. As a matter of fact, I think it was, I'm sorry, I take that back. It was an accident. It's what propagated that accident that was the on purpose part. I think, you look around and here's China getting ready to jump shore and try to kick Japan's ass again. China's got a hard on for everybody right now. They're wanting to come over and kick our ass. They've been secretly buying up our debt without disclosure. China's been doing some really freaky things, and so I think what may have happened, and the Japanese, they're very stoic. They're very honor bound. So even in the event of a mistake or an accident, admitting that they made a mistake or admitting that they had even had an accident takes an act of Congress, for lack of a better term. I think what they did was this. We all know that the Japanese has quite the Navy, and for many years since we've dropped the bomb on them, they have been more prolific with nuclear power and nuclear technology than we have. Can you believe that? Seriously. Their knowledge of nuclear sciences rivals our own, of course. If it weren't for the U.S., I guess, lending a hand and helping them rebuild as per the rules of war after the Hiroshima incident. The thing that strikes me is this: how come we've never looked at Japan for building a nuclear weapon? Why is it that Iran puts up their first nuclear power plant at all, and everybody is up in arms over Iran having nuclear power? When we dropped the nuclear friggin' bomb twice on Japan, you would think that they would, harbor a grudge, want to kick our asses again, be secretly plotting over generations of just how, when, and where to stick a nuclear device up our asses. I think what may have happened is this. It wasn't a volcanic eruption that caused the fissure to open up, that caused the giant tsunami, which wiped across the northern half of the island, and oh yeah, by the way, shifted the entirety of the northern portion of the Japan island, the island of Japan, 13 feet in one direction or the other. Now, I know. Numbers are going to vary. Some say 9, some say 11, some say 13, whatever, okay? Point being is if it moves more than about that much, that's a goddamn big shift, man. There's only one thing I know that would be able to crack a fissure open in the seafloor, and that would be if Japan broke with the agreed upon nuclear arms treaty that says that there is to be no more nuclear weapons testing above ground, below ground, or where we started it all at, in the ocean. Well, okay, we didn't start it all. We started out at White Sands missile testing range, when they detonated the first nuclear weapon, okay, or the first atomic weapon test. But I think what I'm trying to say here is, I think Japan decided they were getting a little itchy and had better do something like, oh, I don't know, test a nuclear weapon. God knows they have the capability to build them. Why wouldn't they test one? So here's what I figure is, I figure they went offshore about 70 or so miles, 70, 80 miles offshore, figuring that's a good safe distance, and they dunked one in the drink and detonated it when it was sitting on the seafloor, which in turn cracked a fissure wide open, causing a tsunami, causing over 22,000 people to die. And of course, there was the inevitable earthquake from all the fissure opening, land moving, shifting kind of bullshit. And conveniently enough, right there at that particular edge of Japan, on the eastern edge of the northeastern side of Japan, lies Fukushima, the supposed hardened yet extremely damaged nuclear reactor that magically, for being such a Chernobyl-sized event, they have been, in my opinion, far too quiet about it. They've requested no help. In fact, they won't let anybody come in and help them, or even oversee what's going on. To me, this screams cover-up. Now, it just so happens that the Fukushima reactors, in contrast to all the other reactors that they've got, the Fukushima reactor, I think it was reactor number 4. Reactor number 3 at Fukushima happens to be running uranium? Yeah, uranium enrichment core. Amazing how a uranium-based nuclear weapon detonated in the ocean will show up as uranium radioactivity, uranium-based radioactivity in the water, and they conveniently say, oh, well, that's because the cooling water that we're using for the Fukushima cool-down ponds is contaminated with uranium-based radioactive waste, because number 3 is running uranium-enriched fuel rods. Convenient as all get out, right? So, best way to cover up a nuclear accident at sea, open up a valve, let out a little bit of nuclear waste into the ocean, and go, oh, see? look, my reactors are leaking. No, I don't need your help. No, we don't need any assistance. But our reactors are leaking. Here's all the evidence to show that it's a reactor failure. It's nothing more than a 9.0 earthquake that hit a nuclear reactor that was set up for what, an 8.5? Okay, so they kind of got overrun. No, nuclear. I still say it's a nuclear. They were doing nuclear testing offshore. When they popped the firecracker there underwater, they they didn't realize they had laid that bomb right on top of a fissure. And when they popped it, it shattered. And when it shattered, it shifted the island about 10 feet or so, 13 feet, whatever, to one side, causing all kinds of mayhem and destruction. So, in a nutshell, I think Japan did this to themselves. And I think this will rank right up there with worldwide conspiracies as far as the like to compare it to 9/11 being an inside job. That's if you completely remove the left half of your brain and set it aside, you could believe something like that. But I firmly believe that Japan opened fire with a nuclear test weapon, and they did it in secret. That's why it's it happened 70 or 80 miles offshore. It's in their sovereign waters. But oddly enough, it's too perfect. With all the shit that was going on at that point in time, China threatening, North Korea threatening, Iraq, that whole fiasco, threatening. Well, hell, they're just threatening to not follow the damn rules and do whatever the hell they want anyway, which to me is no real surprise. But I think Japan got a little itchy and decided, you know what, maybe we should take one of the big boats out and go drop one of these bombs that we've built but never tested. Because they were built, by the time they were able to build the bomb, the ban was already in place. Something to think about. Japan tested a nuclear weapon offshore from their own country, and quite by accident, they cracked open a natural fissure, a natural volcanic vent, which caused a massive earthquake. I want to say a ground shift, a huge ground shift, which is what caused the tsunami, which is what caused all those innocent people to suffer and die needlessly because somebody got it in their head that they had better test one of these things to make sure they work, just in case they need to drop one on someone. Let me know what you think, folks. I think it's absolutely plausible, absolutely impossible to prove or disprove, and we'll never actually know the whole truth because Japan is being so tight-lipped about this. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Tell me what you think. Rate, subscribe, and thumbs up, thumbs down the video, whatever. Do whatever the hell you want. You're going to do it anyway. Who the hell am I going to tell you to do what to do or what not to do? Anyway, I will catch you later, YouTube. More fun from the garage coming soon, I promise. See ya.